Hello there, it is I, the Red Leaf Boomer, coming through your PCs, tablets, and desktop PCs, maybe on laptops, who knows. Maybe you may remember me from such films as No One Watches this shit, but hey, let's go anyways. Today would like to tell you some of my past in gaming in terms of MMOs. Like a lot of people, my first MMO was World of Warcraft. Like I think a lot of people were. I started that game back in '06, May of '06 to be specific. Yeah, so I played that off and on. I think until around '08 when AOC came out. So I started trying that out, to see if if it was. But yes, you know, it it, it had its launch issues, which mostly got fixed. I'd say, but as time went on, game lost players, paying players, I might add. So money's got short, I guess. But one major expansion and two and a half bit of a mini expansions went forward, I think. But so yeah, I kept going back to WoW every now and then. Relashed, and let's see. So I did play Burning Crusade. Ignore the naked lady, maybe, if you can. But yeah, I liked it just fine. But I wasn't a huge fan of it, honestly. It was still a bit too much of the same stuff, I feel. Except for just, another color palette, I felt. But Wrath was more my thing, I think. Wrath with, the with the whole story with the Lich King and the Scourge, and, taking the boat to sort of a different sort of continent. That was almost sort of uncharted territory. That was cool to me, Of course, the weird thing is that when the few things that how do I put this? The things that I hate about current WoW started, I think, has its roots in Wrath. Now, as we all know, WoW bases a lot of its structure, I think, on EverQuest, right? Questing, gear, trading, crafting, all that kind of shit. It's very similar to that. Not saying EverQuest invented that, just saying that the groundwork was put down there, arguably. But yeah. Now, so yeah, I played it, and just the story was really cool. I liked the content quite a bit. Now, I think I played it as much as I could. Like I said, up until when Cataclysm came out. And with Cataclysm, I started to feel the fatigue, the burnout. Like a lot of people probably did feel as well, I think. Maybe not everyone, but I did. And yeah. So of course when characters didn't come out, and the story was centered around, you know, a big dragon. You know, you go from fighting the Lich King and his Scourge army to fighting a dragon. And yes, it was Deathwing. It does have a lot of importance lore-wise, but still, it's just a dragon. Very, very little to the so current the warcraft lore. So I got bored really fast. Getting rather together with all the just, you know, a lot of just cults. You know, dragon and dragon cult. That was what you would fight against. That got boring really fast. So towards the end, restricted the power to watch the when we do the whole Dragon Soul thing. I think I just had slowed down my playtime and moved over to this game quite a bit more. So, and of course when the news came out, right, about what's up next, and that was so what was waiting for me in a while, where, you know, panda bears and Pokemans, as you know, that legendary video did, you know, with that pushover boogie, but yeah. But so I didn't play that. I didn't play Pandaria. I came back sort of very half-heartedly when they released Trainer. So I was like, oh, cool. Seems like they made a lot of cool ideas initially, anyhow. Little did I know that, you know, Apex's Crystal Grinds and Facebook game Garrisons and again time travel, the whole thing was just silly. I don't care anymore. And just there's a better kind of. It wasn't just that either. At that point, personally, I feel that the community has just deteriorated into some just cesspool of absolute garbage. But yeah. But yeah, you know. And I don't think Blizzard can blame anyone but themselves for that. Really don't, because, well, 3 years the game has been out. They have added, they have tweaked, they have changed stuff, as you can say, as you would. Oh, not doing that again. Fuck that. But yeah, you know. Fuck that. And between, you know, like I said, a lot of stuff that I don't like got started in Wrath, like stuff like LFG, right? That really was a helpful, useful, same thing, very sort of good system, I thought. You know, so it's like make it more it's a better system to get people together to do the stuff that we all wanted to do, you know. Get gear, get stronger, more XP, money, all that kind of stuff. Obvious, really obvious stuff, I know, but Jesus, it just didn't end up that way. Honestly, just what ended up happening is that less and less focus on communication, collaboration, just community stuff in general, I guess. Less and less focus on it. And so what happened is that you can mostly play the game without ever interacting with anyone, because you don't need to. Run to a dungeon to get, you know, to do your for a mission or to get the good stuff, whatever. Right? You would just, yes, I am a damage dealer. I want to do this dungeon. Zone me up. You would teleport, you know, inside the dungeon. You would do it, and then you would leave, without saying a word to any other people. You'd be like, of course, you might say, you know, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. How is this bad? I'll tell you how it's bad. It's bad because it will always be an MMORPG. Those games have all had a focus on community, right? I think that's fair to say. Wouldn't you? Might be the wrong one, I don't know. But after that, of course, you got LFR. You got, I mean, yeah, and then remember the reason you chose to be joining a guild was to definitely to oh, I'm rambling. This is live, by the way. This isn't pre-recorded, so I might just talk too much shit before I finally get going, maybe. But yeah, that's what ended up happening. Is that, you know, because most MMOs have guilds, or what that specific game referred to as guild. You know, I mean, this is Fellowship in Lotro. It might say it's Cabal in Secret World Legends. That kind of stuff. It might change depending on the game and all. And, oh god, no! Guilds used to be more for something you did because you would have friends, you know, you would have people to play with. And the best way of, that would be the best way to, when the time came for you to do raids, right? Of course I didn't Tango Berry. But what it became in that game, at least, wow, was that ended up becoming more of a you joined a guild for the simple fact of you wanting to get perks. That's what you did it. That's what you did it for, and that's it. Only reason you did it for. Which, personally, I think is a terrible idea. I really do. Just horrible, terrible idea. You might be like, what's so bad about that? Well, it's because, yeah, just again. So people, there's this mentality that people, that we're running in such a rush. You know what I mean? Like, suddenly everyone's the fucking president. They have no time to spend because they, you know. So boo-hoo, I got a job. Boo-hoo, I got a family. Boo-hoo, I got a school. Da 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 da. Yeah. which, you know, we all do, right? That's fair. However, that's not that's not our problem. Because MMOs are a time-consuming. MMOs are a time-consuming genre of game. You require a lot of time, attention to do. You know, if you want to get anywhere fast. That's how it's always been. And that's not to mention that it's always been this sort of niche thing that people played, but not everyone knew about. Which I sure hell no, I didn't really mind, because the way I saw it, you got out of it what you put into it. That's how that worked. You know. But no, that's a terrible idea. Now you got people that that's how you end up getting shit like people expecting to get epic gear for doing fuck all, which is stupid, right? But we can all agree on that. That's a terrible idea. Yeah. But no, of course not. Yeah, I'm just... And I can tell you the last time that I said to myself, I'm done. Because like I said, I haven't played WoW since Draenor, and now the Legion seems to be over. And I have a zero sort of want or need or whatever to go back. The last time I was doing one of those sort of heroic level dungeon of kind of hard versions of another dungeon that I already at that point done like 50 times already. Felt really sick of it, right? As you can expect. But no. But anyway, that's yeah. What ended up happening is this is more of a community thing, of course, this problem. But it's sort of a sort of example of a community that I didn't like. We're doing a dungeon. Everyone's doing fine for a while, at least, and then you know, of course we wipe, right? Because the tank kind of fucks up. And so, apparently the standard for that is that tank is a shit tank, kick him. Which you might say, but that's how we always do it. Yeah, with just no thought of what you're doing. Like, okay, this person didn't do well enough. Fair. How about giving him some advice? I'm sure most people had plenty of faults, right? I mean, shouldn't be surprised if that person probably bought his max level off the store. That's why I don't know how to play it. Potentially, not a guarantee, but like that is definitely a possibility. Right? But no, we kick him. I said I voted no. Let's just all get better and try again. No, kick him. I said fuck, dang it. Because Because, in my opinion, teaching him the proper way of doing it was easier than just kicking him, waiting for a replacement that could take way more time, right? And that's exactly what happened. Tank left. We got put back in the queue again. Said okay, let's wait. Eventually, the hero left. The healer left as well. And you know, that's just a clear sign. When those two leave, the queue is gonna get longer because it's hard to find those two rows. Makes sense, just like I said. So then just the Titan just fell apart. All because of the fact that you couldn't just live with it and get better. Essentially showing the guy how to do it properly, so that he in turn could basically learn from it, right? He would learn from it, and then he would maybe pass said knowledge on to the next player, and in doing so would work for a better, more skilled, more knowledgeable community. That seems fair to me. Apparently I was voted down that one, which is just like, ugh. Yeah, enough to just really make you pissed off, but what can you do? Let's see. Nuts. Namen. Yeah, but what happened there? That was the last sort of time that I set my feet in Azeroth. The game has gone completely down the shitter. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to give Blizzard another dime for that game, which much it like. Even with the people leaving, you are still the most popular subscription-based MMO out there. Why aren't you showing us why you're the best? Putting out the best content. I mean, your staff is how big? Yeah, that's just stupid and annoying at the same time. I'm done kind of being angry at it. I was for a long time, but now I just complete apathy. I don't care. I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah. And there you go. I think it's time to officially stop the video soon. But yeah, that's sort of thing. Just one of the first sort of big MMOs got really big for right reasons. So I took what EverQuest did and sort of streamlined it, made it better for a lot of people. Make the stuff that was just kind of convoluted and stupid easier, right? But then it just like it was thought it's like they had their foot right on the button for like streamlining, and like, oops, the button is stuck. We can't get it unstuck. You know, that was sort of what I got from it personally. But yeah. In any case, that's my 2 cents on it. Why I stopped WoW and never come back. Blizzard can just drop dead for all I care. I know. Salt, absolute salt aside. That's how that's where I stand. If you found this, if you found this video remotely entertaining, good for you. If you think I'm an asshole, fuck you. Yeah, I'm not gonna, as always, I'm not gonna beg for likes or subs. Not that serious. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the near future. See ya.